Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40 Days with Dietrich, our continuing journey through the season of Lent. Today's passage is again taken from Life Together. This is the last passage that we will have from Life Together for a little while. We then get back into A Testament to Freedom and discipleship and things like that. The title given to this excerpt is called Strength for the Day. Dietrich writes, "Prayer offered in early morning is decisive for the day. The wasted time we are ashamed of, the temptations we succumb to, the weakness and discouragement in our work, the disorder and lack of discipline in our thinking, and in our dealings with other people, all these very frequently have their cause in our neglect of morning prayer. The ordering and scheduling of our time will become more secure when it comes from prayer. The temptations of the working day will be overcome by this breakthrough to God. The decisions that are demanded by our work will become simpler and easier when they are made not in fear of other people, but solely before the face of God. Colossians 3 says, whatever you do, do it from your hearts, as done for the Lord and not done for human beings. Even routine mechanical work will be performed more patiently when it comes from the knowledge of God and God's command. Our strength and energy for work increase when we have asked God to give us the strength we need for our daily work." For the last couple of days, I've been mentioning that how for Bonhoeffer, this dedicated time given to prayer occurs in the morning, and we hear it said here. And for Bonhoeffer, it sets the day forward. Morning belongs to the church, he says in Life Together. So prayer offered in the morning as kind of the first task of the day. We enter into this dedicated time of prayer, lifting up the tasks that we have to do, the people that we have to talk to, the things that we need to encounter. That becomes decisive, he says, and that transforms our ability to enter into those times and to do those things. So it's not just, so prayer isn't just this thing of a habit, and it's not something that we just say, it actually transforms us. And so when we wake up, and if we have a task to do, if in the morning we say, "Oh Lord, I have this task to do, help me with it, help me see you in it," Bonhoeffer says that transforms us. And that prayer goes with us into that time. And so for Bonhoeffer, the ordering and the scheduling of our time, being able to go into those places of work and deal with the people before us, he talks about mechanical work. It becomes easier, it becomes more transformative when we do this from prayer. When prayer is the first thing that we turn to in the morning. One of the things that I am conscious of when I wake up is what do I first turn to? And this is a wonderful question to think about in Lent. What do I first turn to? I'm somebody who usually has my phone with me. You know, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, emails, texts, social media, and all that kind of stuff. Alicia and I, we have the rule that phones are not allowed in our room. So we don't have our phone in our bedroom. Our son does not have phone in his bedroom. And so the temptation, of course, is when you wake up in the morning, to come downstairs, and the first thing to reach to is not my prayer book or my Bible, but that phone, right? What has happened during my sleeping hours? And so that's where Bonhoeffer talks a lot about this kind of sense of entering into prayer in the morning. Not because morning is more special than afternoon or evening, or prayers in the morning are more special than prayers in the afternoon or evening, but because it establishes a focus for us. What is the first thing that we turn to? So it establishes the focus not just in that moment, but for the rest of the day. So the challenge, maybe, is to think about where do you turn first thing in the morning. We all have our own rhythms, and for some people might not be morning people. And so you might find that entering into morning prayer might be a little bit more difficult for you. And that's okay. This isn't a law, but that challenge is still, I think, a good challenge to think about. What is the first things that I turn to? What are the first things that I reach to in the morning? Even if it's not a cell phone, is the first thing, do I turn on the television for the news? Or whatever it might be. And then how might we just change that so that the first thing that we reach to, in some sense, is the Lord in this place of prayer. God bless you all as you journey through your season of Lent. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.